Mr Speaker, visiting the COVID wall of red hearts of remembrance across the Thames is a raw reminder of the pain and loss of this past year. And of course, we all want to go back to the before times. Sadly, we can't undo what has happened, but we want to look forward to better times. And to do that, we need our government to learn lessons fast. I'm afraid to say the House business, as ever, tells its own tale of a government which seems to have learned nothing, a government that decided to scrap all protections at once as if this is over when they know it isn't. If it's over, why is there nothing on the business statement about an announcement of a real-time, urgent public COVID inquiry? If it's over, why are regional leaders, including Tory ones, deciding that it's essential to continue the compulsory wearing of masks on public transport? If it's over, why are we seeing a rise in infection rates? Mr Speaker, on Monday, clinically vulnerable people won't experience freedom but fear. Mr Speaker, why have we still not got the Prime Minister's plan for social care? Why are they imposing another top-down reorganisation with the Health and Care Bill on already exhausted NHS and care staff rather than giving them the pay rise they so deserve? And where is the disability strategy? Promised in the Queen's speech in 2019, planned for 2020, delayed because of COVID, which I understand, to early spring 2021. Spring, Mr Speaker, it's summer now. Is this strategy so poor that the government intends to announce it with a whimper rather than a bang and without any debate? Where is the plan for supporting schools and pupils to catch up on a lost year and to give them clarity about exam requirements for next year? I'm afraid to say, Mr Speaker, that the evidence seems to be suggesting that this government is driven more by online trolls than socially conscientious British values. Yet the Prime Minister said yesterday, I do not want to engage in a political culture war of any kind. I want to get on with delivering for the people of this country. Well, Mr Speaker, I've already listed just some of the ways that this government is failing to get on with delivering for the British people. And on the culture war, well, we've got the bill on free speech in universities, a classic example of a pointless skirmish in a pointless culture war. Why is the Prime Minister unable to read the mood of this country? Last week, a Tory MP said he boycotted the football because of the players taking the knee. Not because he doesn't like football, Mr Speaker, but because he doesn't like footballers opposing racism. And another Tory MP criticised Marcus Rashford for campaigning to feed hungry children, a problem which the government had created and exacerbated. Does this government not want footballers to be good role models? Marcus Rashford has helped get the England team to the Euro finals whilst feeding hungry children. And Tory MPs can't manage to do their job properly. I know who the British people see as the more worthy role models. Maybe some of them should visit Withington in Manchester, where ugly racist vandalism on the mural of Marcus Rashford was rapidly restored this week with love and admiration from people far and wide coming to wipe out hate. That's who we are. Racists and their apologists are not living out British values. All the Prime Minister had yesterday was that there will be a ban on racists at football matches. OK, that's good, but will it be for one match, two matches, or for life, as the campaigners want? Mr Speaker, the Leader of the House has committed to closing the current loophole in legislation so that constituents of known sexual harassers can decide whether or not they want them to continue as their MP. So I'm naturally disappointed not to see any mention of this on the timetable for next week. Does the Leader wish to table the Labour motion for debate next week? And while we're on staff safety, can I please encourage all honourable and right honourable members to continue to wear masks next week in the chamber and with social distancing, especially given rising rates and especially given that young people in particular are not double vaccinated. And finally, Mr Speaker, guidance has only been issued today, on what businesses are supposed to do from Monday on the COVID risk. No wonder businesses such as those in the Bristol Food Union are telling me that all this chaos with the rules is putting the hospitality sector under massive strain. With just 2 working days to go, where's the business secretary? And today we find out that ministers are going to have a get-out clause and not have to isolate when they've been pinged. Well, how very convenient for them, when up and down the country, people trying to do the right thing, which is leading to staff shortages from the NHS to cafes, from public sector to businesses struggling to get going again. Once again, it's one rule for them and another for the rest of us.